Going out to try to photograph the comet Neowise, which is coming around like for the next few days, and it's like just above the horizon, so the whole sky is clear except for that haze that comes in when we go out every night to look to see if we can actually see this comet in the sky. And they're like, oh, you can see it. And I'm like, no, we can't. Poo on you. Because of the weather, we can't. There's no way. So I thought there was a riot when I heard you commenting on that. Sorry about that. I'll go back to my actual other astronomy pieces that are related to this time of year, because I'm going to read them from this book, just like Birdman's reading from his. These are two poems from that book. This one was written for the New Horizons spaceship probe that was photographing Pluto and Charon, its accompanying moon, on July 13th of 2015. And it's called, which I had to call it this, Kuiper Belt Ferryman. It's a love-struck universe we live in. We've searched out to what we thought was our edge of our solar system, and what we found was an interlocking love affair between Pluto and Charon. I know, Pluto was demoted from planetary status August 2404. It's a dwarf planet now, a member of the infamous Kuiper Belt. But on my birthday, 28 years earlier, an astronomer discovered a bulge in images of the planet Pluto. And they discovered Pluto was in a very close dance with a partner they named Charon, discovered on plates taken 5 years before I was even born. Astronomers wanted to name this newfound moon something more catchy than a usual lengthy string of digits, so the astronomer/discoverer suggested Charon, only because it sounded like a nickname for the discoverer's wife. But when Pluto in mythology is defined as the Roman god for death, Hades, the astronomer laughed at the coincidence that Charon is the Greek mythological figure for the ferryman of the dead. So, wow, how closely does Pluto now intermingle with Charon, especially when Charon is just so large when compared to Pluto that they actually share a center of gravity, not in Pluto, but between them. You see, I told you there's something about this dance, these two remain locked in forever. And we love-struck astronomers can agree that when two objects find each other once on the edge of our solar system, where it's oh so cold and they've got to stay together, they can just use any reason to cause some fireworks of their own right on the edge of the Kuiper Belt, just to heat things up. I'm sorry, I get such a kick out of writing the Kuiper Belt stuff in actual poetry. I totally do.
I like your scientific stuff.
Well, I could totally pull that off at this time of year when I was looking for it, and I know that with my things I can't even show that I had brought a moon along, and I couldn't show it, so I don't know if it's in cameras or whatever, so I have to bring my moon. I have a larger one, but this one's nice and small and handy, so I do keep my moon handy for this next one, which was actually written for the Apollo astronomers actually taking off for the moon, which is on the 16th. So this was marking for the 16th of July. And this poem is called Juxtaposition We Experience. We didn't know what to expect when we went through tests wearing a laborious, bulky suit underwater. And we were strapped into this contraception that we all called the vomit comet, just to see if we could stomach what the ride would be like, even though we don't even know what outer space is even like for this first place. Officers would monitor the weather to see if we could do what no one has ever done before. Please give us this one clear day, a cloud-free day, so we can see what we're doing when we take off on this 4-day mission to the moon. We have no idea what it will really feel like if we even make it to the surface. Strapping us into that bulky suit when we're underwater and asking us to do chores really can't prepare us for actually walking on the moon's surface. I mean, with lower gravity, will it be easier to hop instead of laboriously walk like we do on Earth, with one foot in front of the other, each earthly step there to make sure that we don't fall? Wonder what the sun will look like. And without an atmosphere, how black will the sky always seem? We want to stare out at this landscape along these rocks and this new terrain, and then look up and see the Earth, home, just the way we always look so fondly at the moon when we're on Earth, in the Earth sky. What a bizarre juxtaposition will we experience after we've loved this moon from afar for so long, when we literally stand on the moon and see this tiny Earth far away. That may be when we realize that tiny teeming ball holds all of mankind. Seeing that beautiful blue orb makes all of mankind's problems seem so small after all. So, strap yourselves in. It's a long ride, one we've never taken before. We have no idea what it'll be like, and we have no idea what we'll even say when we're there. But we've worked all of our lives for this. I'm sure the words will come. Sorry, 2 more astronomy ones for you guys. Thank you very much for getting a chance to share from the new book.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Love the
Thank
astronomy, love the chemistry.
you. Yay, thank you, thank you.
Yay.